The Way to Wellness, brought to you by OnePeak Medical.
Today on The Way to Wellness, we're joined by Alisia Cook, Nutrition and Fitness Program Manager at OnePeak Medical. Alisia is here to help us understand what your body's trying to tell you and share simple, practical steps that you can take to start feeling better. Today, we're diving into how there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to nutrition. Alisia, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so there are so many diets out there, from keto to vegan to intermittent fasting. So how does someone know what's right for them?
They don't. I know it sounds funny, but you don't. There's too much information out there on the internet, and then you've got all your friends and family that are trying out all of the latest and greatest. If you want to find out if something's going to work for you, what I would have to say is do the research around one said program and actually implement it into your life for no less than 12 weeks. The key there is consistency. You're never going to know if it's going to work for you, if the diet's going to fail, unless you actually give it a legitimate try and experience it and kind of monitor what your non-scale victories are going to look like the things that are not scale focused. So clothes, energy, and your cravings for food that you probably shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, and why do some people thrive on certain diets or lifestyles while others feel worse?
I would have to say it comes back to that word consistency again. Are these people being more consistent with following through with the program? Are they taking it more seriously? But not only that, it depends on where their lifestyles were at in the beginning. Were they overeaters? Were they constantly thriving on processed foods? Were they not working out in the gym? Where someone like that might dive deep into a good solid program, a plan, they're of course going to thrive on it. But if you're someone who's been stuck and defeated, and unfortunately you've tried everything and you're living in a deficit and you are going to the gym, you're probably going to have a hard time unless you really draw out that consistency.
Yeah, and Alisia, for some of our viewers that might feel conflicted on so many different diet or fitness advices, what's one thing they could do today to start feeling better?
It depends on where you're at in your wellness journey. So I'll give you a little bit of something for each person where they're at. So the first one is the stuck, defeated, I feel like I've tried everything, I just don't know what to do anymore. My advice to you is just start somewhere. If you feel like you can start with fitness, start with fitness. Go out and move your body for 10 minutes. It might not sound like it's a lot, but the good news is it's more than what you were doing. Just start somewhere. If it's food, pick a meal. Pick a snack, pick a meal and clean it up. Make sure it's balanced. It's got proteins, fats, and carbs attached to it. But just start somewhere. And if you're someone who's more experienced and you've been doing something long term and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just not seeing results, you can consult a nutrition and fitness advisor. You can kind of have them process an overview and look at what it is that you're doing. Maybe you're just not eating enough food. Maybe you're not eating enough food meant for the goals that you're trying to achieve. But if that's the case, connect with someone or maybe kind of look into what it is that you think that you're feeling stuck with. Is it the scale? Are you stuck because the scale's not moving? Well, my advice to you at that point is hide the scale for at least 6 to 8 weeks and focus on those non-scale victories.
Yeah, just start somewhere. I'll for sure keep that in mind. Alisia, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.